Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Kia Electric News. I will start with the two videos that I released during the week. I did a what if video for the Gen 5W head unit, like we get on the EV6 and the Nero and the Ioniq 5 and 6s, and suggested some improvements that could be made. I also asked for your feedback on what were your pet peeves and your ideas for improvements. This generated a lot of very useful and constructive suggestions. My other video was a condensed breakdown of the Hyundai 2024 Investor Day announcements with some analysis. Some of these announcements will probably also appear in future Kia vehicles, I guess. The biggest thing for me was the announcement of some future vehicles using Android Automotive for their infotainment system. So it's unclear if this will come to Kias, but probably will, I guess. First up this week is the new Korean Maps and Infotainment update that were released just last week. There's nothing new to report here since they seem to be a few updates behind us these days. So no wireless Android Auto and CarPlay yet. I'm eagerly awaiting what will turn out in the North American maps and infotainments that are due during September. On the subject of the Kia EV3, Scene Korea did a comparison between the EV3 and the facelifted EV6 in this video, which can be found in the link above. Following on from last week's climate control tech day stuff, I also came across something I'd missed back then. According to this Kia press release, they've invented a metal-coated heated glass that uses world-first 48-volt technology for fast and energy-efficient window defrosting to improve visibility and therefore safety. The pioneering metal-coated heated glass system quickly removes frost or moisture from a vehicle windshield during winter, offering improved visibility and increased safety compared with regular tungsten wire heating elements. Metal-coated heated glass is invisible, providing a clear, undistorted view for occupants. The 48-volt system can completely defrost the glass surface within 5 minutes at -18°C, up to 4 times faster and consuming around 10% less energy compared with conventional air conditioning systems. Additionally, on hot days, the metal coating can passively block at least 60% of solar energy, reducing cabin cooling requirements to significantly improve energy efficiency. Kia and Hyundai Motor have applied for patents for metal-coated heated glass in major domestic and foreign markets, with plans to implement the technology in future vehicles. Well, at last something to compete with Ford's heated windscreen system, which is the one thing I miss from my old 2015 Ford Focus. Be a good thing when it arrives. There was also mention of the nano cooling film that I've mentioned previously in news episodes. The heated windscreen I mentioned above sounds like a combination of these technologies. This week I came across this Munro Live Kia EV9 battery teardown. In this video, Tom dives into a detailed analysis of the Kia EV9's battery pack. This is well worth a look for battery technology fans out there. Korean Car Blog reports that the Kia TV1, Kia's EREV system pickup, is to be launched in 2027. I've covered EREVs or extended range electric vehicles in my Hyundai CEO Investor Day video. These will be for the North American market as far as I can tell. What is an EREV, you might ask? It's a full EV with an electric drivetrain with a small range extender internal combustion engine to charge the battery pack. This means that the battery pack will be smaller, but the range will be up to 900 kilometers. The images show the test bed, which has an EV9 front, so will likely look very different from this when it arrives in 2027. The difference between this and a plug-in hybrid, the primary powertrain is internal combustion engine. In the EREV, the primary powertrain is electric. It will be powered by a new drivetrain system to be previewed by Hyundai Santa Fe and Genesis GV90 in 2026. Also during the week, Scene Korea released a Hyundai Casper Insta review from a novice driver's perspective. In the video, the regular reviewer's wife, Duma, takes the helm as a novice driver. Duma shares her first impressions of her initial electric car, a real-world driving experience. On the subject of the Insta in the UK, you can now sign up to the Hyundai Inster EV roadshows, where you get to meet the Hyundai Insta small electric SUV for the first time. I will put a link above and in the show notes, so you can sign up to that if you're interested. Korean Car Blog reports that the Genesis GV90 is to have coach doors, swivel chairs, independent built-in speakers apparently. Currently under development with the project name JG1, the Genesis GV90 is set to be a game changer in the luxury SUV market. According to industry sources, the vehicle will incorporate at least 5 innovative technologies, with the coach doors being the most talked about feature. These doors, which will open towards each other, create a grand pillarless entrance, offering an unmatched level of luxury and sophistication in the SUV segment. Coach doors are a rarity in the automotive world, featured only in select few models such as the Rolls-Royce Phantom and I think the BMW i3, is it? The challenge with these doors lies in ensuring safety, as traditional B-pillars, crucial for structural integrity during side impacts and rollovers, are absent. To address this, Hyundai has filed patents in South Korea, the United States and Germany, developing a groundbreaking method to reinforce the front and rear doors and create hinges capable of withstanding external impacts. In addition to its revolutionary doors, the GV90 will offer a host of other luxurious features designed to enhance the driving experience. The inclusion of swivel chairs is one such innovation, allowing the front seats to rotate 180 degrees to face rear passengers, creating a lounge-like atmosphere within the vehicle. This feature was first introduced by Hyundai during the 2022 CEO Investor Day as part of the brand's new EM electric vehicle platform, which will debut in the GV90. Well, maybe. I've heard it will be, it won't be, so who knows. Hyundai Transys, the seat supplier for Hyundai Motor Group, is also expected to contribute to the GV90's luxury credentials, with seats that incorporate built-in speakers. This technology will allow each passenger to enjoy a personalised audio experience, further enhancing the vehicle's appeal as a top-tier luxury SUV. Last but not least, Genesis will add to its GV90 a new innovative radiant heating system, as mentioned in last week's news episode. That will reduce energy consumption by 17%. Website carsguide.com.au has shown a couple of renders of the forthcoming Hyundai Ioniq 9. This one is in red, this one is in green, and this one is the original concept image. So there are a few differences. I think they've taken into account some of the spy images that have been seen. Car Scoops reports that South Korea has enforced battery certification in the wake of the EV fire scares. Over the weekend, the Korean government and the Conservative People Power Party, PPP, revealed that they would introduce the new battery certification program in October, as opposed to February 2025 when it was initially due to be implemented. This will require manufacturers to get approval from the Ministry of Land, Infrastructure and Transport to confirm their products conform to local safety standards. Previously, this had been voluntary. Manufacturers must also identify where their batteries come from. Speaking with Reuters, industry sources say local battery makers have no reason to oppose the measure, but warn the public should not always assume the batteries are to blame for electric vehicle fires. Additionally, concerns have been raised that providing this information won't help consumers, as there's no definitive data that indicates which battery brands are more prone to catch fire. Further steps are being taken to make EVs safe. Korea Jung Ang Daily says the number of smart chargers that prevent EVs from overheating will be expanded to 90,000 units by the end of 2024. Does that mean reduced charging limit? I don't know. Underground parking areas will also need to be installed with new wet pipe sprinkler systems. These new regulations are being introduced weeks after a Mercedes-Benz EQE burst into flames at an apartment underground parking garage. The blaze quickly spread and damaged or destroyed as many as 140 vehicles. It also left 1,600 households without electricity and water for a week and triggered public panic. Korea Economic Daily reports that Hyundai Mobis has developed the world's first nickel-free inductor material, which is expected to sharply cut the cost of manufacturing Inductor, the South Korean automotive parts maker said on Tuesday. Mobis is now conducting a verification test of the new material that replaces nickel with silicon. Inductors are components of the power transformers used in automobiles. They are also made of iron nickel alloy powder. Soaring nickel prices were blamed for higher manufacturing costs of vehicle components, as the rare metal became a key ingredient of electric vehicle batteries. Over the past 10 years, nickel prices have shot up about sixfold. And finally, a video tour of Hyundai Mobis Convergence Advanced Laboratory with English subtitles. It shows the special research and future technology unique to the Convergence Lab. In the tour, we get to see the following: Hyundai Mobis Convergence Advanced Lab, the Advanced Lab Interactive Cabin Research Team, showing MVX4, MVX5, the mock-up assembly, and Hyundai Mobis Convergence Frontline Lab Creative User Experience Team, EEG tests for Creative User Experience Team database, and much, much more. You also get to see the Mobian swivel wheel car and the smart mobility research. Anyway, that's all for this week. As usual, links to all stories can be found in the show notes in the video description. Thanks for all of the likes, subscribes and comments this week, especially on the What If video, which was very, very busy. As usual, a massive big up to my YouTube channel members. Thanks for your support. Thanks for watching.